Hello, everybody. It is Friday, and that means another episode of Lord Z's Fantastical Dungeon. I'm Lord Z, your host, as always. Repeat announcements again. We have a new campaign starting in Sunday. It'll run 8 to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Not sure what day we're going to start yet. We're waiting until after the holidays to get all that organized. But other than that, it is a go. We will see you there and then. And our $50 gift card giveaway is still going on. Once we hit 50 followers, everybody will be entered for a chance to win a $50 gift card. So if you want a chance, get people to like and follow the stream. That's all I got. Let's go ahead and get through introductions and get this show a rolling. Mike.
Hey everybody, I'm Mike. I am playing Godric for now. Um, for anybody who's new to the program, he is a Goliath cleric. In other words, he's made of stone. Big humanoid guy. Human shape, but he's made of stone. He's a healer. He likes to vanquish the evils of the world and likes to keep his party from ending up dead. Occasionally, circumstances will bring in my second character, which is Michelangelo. He's a Tortillan monk. And as the name suggests, yes, he looks like a Ninja Turtle. But he's got them Fists of Furies. He's a way of... Fist monk?
Way of Mercy.
Yeah, way of Mercy, thank you. Skipped my mind for a second there. So he's got the Fist of Furies flying, and he does a little bit of healing. His keynote is he took a vow of silence. So he does have telepathy, but he tries not to use it anymore than he has to. In the meantime, the rest of the group just tries to figure out what the hell is he trying to say with his hands.
Points out a lot
And
of
he's
rocks.
just on an adventure to try and find his friend, who happens to be Godric. So we'll figure that one out when it comes.
Absolutely.
That's about it.
All right, Jeremy.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I'm playing Fitz Chivalry, the Azamar Paladin, newly minted Werebear. I also play Sir Fluffybutt, the magical ass-kicking deathcore unicorn. And that's about it.
All right, Pam.
Hi everybody, I'm Pam. I am also known as Miss Holly. I am a half-elf sorcerer. I am the mommy of the group, apparently. When I'm not taking care of the crew, which I consider now my family, I am burning shit to protect my family. And that's all I'm gonna say today.
Eric.
Yeah, I'm Eric. I play Willie, the Tiefling Barbarian. Just kind of doing my beast thing, running every style on the walls and some acrobatics, ready to eat some meat and kill some stuff. Let's do it.
Alrighty, Brad.
Alright, I'm Brad, and I play Urdon, who is the Furbolg Cleric. He is the leader of the local Lycan tribe, and joined up with the group to go kill the were-spider bitch, and yeah, we're gonna see how things go. Things were a little rocky last time, if I remember correctly. See you over there smiling, Fitz.
Though they weren't rocky yet.
Hadn't quite gotten that far. Last up, Max.
Tis I play Indra's Nightclaw, the Beast Heart fighter, and also play Hamish, the Shop Mastiff,
The goodest boy.
the bestest boy.
For those of you looking sideways at the Beast Heart comment, that is a third-party class that I found online and works really well for people who want animal companions and want to be able to do more fun, interesting stuff with them, other than being a Beastmaster Ranger. So, Yurnders decided to multi-class, and we'll see how that plays out. But Yeah, so we left off. You guys had crash landed into the Feywild, your ship getting torn to pieces. Struck a deal with Madame Pompey in exchange for labor to help fix the ship. You would do what you could to take care of this lichen problem, who were violating a peace treaty and killing sentient beings without discrimination.
Problem solved.
Stumbled upon Erdan, who was actually a part of the lichen tribe, currently escaping from the part of the tribe violating the treaty and heading east for hopefully sanctuary with the Eladrin of the mountains, and decided to send the rest of your tribe on its way and join the party as this is your home and your responsibility. Made your way there, talked your way into the cave, surprisingly enough, and then spent 3 episodes killing that bitch. And now she's dead. You guys did find some stuff in the cave. Pam, you picked up a book that you found in the back of the cave. Fitz, you found some record tomes. From reading, you kind of pieced together that the time dilation, because I don't remember exactly what it was off the top of my head. A lot of time here equals a little time in the material plane, basically. I don't.
One day here, 20 days back home. Or 20 days here, 1 day back home.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And then we're also able to kind of maybe piece together that your second in command back home, Nord Beasthide, is actually the lost child of Madame Pompey. And that's where we left off. At least one of you is cursed with lycanthropy. There might have been 2 of you. I don't remember.
Yeah, I haven't removed Curse on Holly yet.
Oh, yep. Miss Holly. I think you got
She's a werebore.
werebore. Yep. So that's where you guys left off. What you got for me?
Did you want to say something about
How the spider looked?
yeah?
Yeah, you guys glance over. I lost my notes. I'm not gonna lie. But it boils down to she was an Eladrin. An Autumn Eladrin, to be specific. So she looked like this. Or looks like this. You do notice upon inspecting her, as you're rummaging for loot, because you're loot goblins, that her features are like permanently disfigured. She has been a were-spider for so long and been in that form for so long that her original elvish body no longer returns to itself. So she still has very spider-like features, even though her spider body is gone.
Hey, what does the werebear look like now that it's been finally put to rest?
He is actually a gnome.
Somehow I'm really happy with that.
Yeah, he looks middle-aged, nothing particularly interesting to him. Just a gnome.
Well, I'm gonna walk up to Miss Holly and cast Remove Curse on her. Oh, actually, first I'm gonna walk up. Miss Holly, how do you feel about being a werebore?
No, I'm okay, thank you.
Alright, I cast Remove Curse on her.
Good job asking consent. Consent is key to success.
Right. I'd be very angry if somebody did the same to me, so...
I was just saying, last episode, someone was talking about just hit y'all with it.
I think Mike was about to run over and lay some hands real quick.
No, that was just a suggestion as I could.
Yes, and that's why I took Dispel Magic as my new 3rd level spell.
I think you'd need a counter spell to
Yeah.
stop his remove curse
Yeah.
from actually happening.
If I got my hands on you and cast it, yeah, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, because it's instant. But
Yeah.
this is your moment, Brad. You texted me and said you had things you wanted to say, so this is your moment.
I know it's just not quite going the way I thought it was going to go.
The kiss sent through you.
Here, let me set the scene for you. You guys all look over at Erdan, still in ape form, and he begins de-shifting back to his furbolg form, and he looks pissed. Take it away, Brad, or anybody.
So Erdogan is gonna walk over to where the werebear's at, noticing that nobody's around the werebear now.
Up.
I think. Yep. And he's just gonna begin looking over the body. Just he's angry, but it's one of those angers like it's like a sad anger. If that makes sense. The frustrated, obviously he just he just came out of his ape form, his adrenaline is still pumping with all that stuff, and he's just gonna start looking over the body, just kind of doing the.
I am going to approach Beardan next to that body. How long's it been?
Over a minute. Probably a lot more than a minute because you guys scavenged the cave too, so probably like 15, pushing 20 minutes.
Okay. Eardan. This is Godric. Erdan. Is this creature worthy of being brought back to life?
I think at this moment, Erdan's just, I don't know, he's processing a lot of things. I don't, as Erdan, I'm going to respond with, I don't know how to answer that. And he's going to look at Godric and just kind of, when he looks at you, you're going to see that little spark of that anger there. But he recognizes that you're teetering on that line, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And he's just going to respond with he doesn't.
Well, I can see that this creature's death has bothered you as you stand here over his corpse. I have the means to bring him back if you want him back.
At this point, does Erdan notice that move?
Make a perception check.
I'm not being stealthy or anything, and I'm in full plate.
Let me see here. Sorry, gotta get to the skill tabs here. Perception, correct?
Yep.
I don't know why it didn't pop up in chat. It was a 17.
Yeah, you see him.
He's just gonna see Fitz walking up, and he's just gonna lose it. Just, I don't even know how to explain what he's gonna say to Fitz. He's just gonna be point at Fitz and just be like, "You," with that deep scream. You're gonna kind of see the little white hairs kind of start coming, just a little bit, but not just yet. And he's just gonna start hopping and popping right there. Kind of thing.
I'm gonna look over at the bear. I'm gonna look back at Erdan. His soul is with Saloon. Said the proper prayer over his body.
That's just gonna set Erdan off. Just, he's gonna be right. I don't know how to do it on camera, but he's just gonna come right up to Fitz, just right there, and just be like, "What makes you think you can say this prayer? What makes you think that you can do any kind of blessing to this creature right now?"
Well, because this creature had lost its humanity, it had become a danger to itself and those around it. It attacked me without remorse or recoil, so I had no choice but to put it down.
I'm going to respond with, it attacked you, because if I remember right, what I saw was you running up, sticking your hand in its mouth and punching it.
Well, that was the first contact.
Not only that, Erlon's going to respond with saying, I also heard explosions outside before they came in.
Okay, that I don't know anything about.
He's just going to start questioning, you and I don't even know if he knows. Does he know Yindra's name yet?
Yeah, you guys all know each other's names. Absolutely.
Yeah, you guys bonded over something while we were traveling.
So he's gonna just be like, you and Idris both helped me stop this just massacre from happening. Just you helped me save all these lives, and the minute this bear comes in, you killed it. The whole thing, and he's gonna look at Idris, and he's just gonna look at it, Idris, and go, your whole thing was you didn't want to commit genocide, and yet you allowed him to kill our only werebear.
Well, he'll walk up towards Erdan, and he's gonna go, I don't know what just happened. All I know is that a horde of lichens came through and was hurting my family. I did what I thought I had to do in that moment. I had nothing to do with the werebear, per se. I was focusing on not having any of my family members die on me. I don't know why all of these people came into the cave and started trying to kill us. I have no idea. I'm not.
Were they trying to kill you though?
Yeah, they came in trying to attack us.
Yeah, they almost successfully killed Miss Holly.
But that's not to say we don't know what happened out there.
No, we have no idea what happened out there.
I don't even know. It's all I know as Erdon is Miss Holly comes running back in the cave after we hear a bunch of explosions outside, or he hears a bunch of explosions outside, and sees you two start going after the lichens and start going after the werebear. But not only that, you left him to go deal with the spider bitch. I think Willie and Godric were down there, I think, at one point. But you just ran off to go instantly fight these ones that you guys were so adamantly against killing previously. And I'm probably not saying it with enough anger to kind of really reinforce what Erdon is saying. But he's pissed. He's yelling. It's like that frustration, that anger. He's gonna have tears in his eyes on this thing. It really what he's trying to get across is he's trying to get across that you killed the only werebear that they know of. And while this tribe considers this to be a curse, that's still one of their people. They still consider it to be one of their people. Even though he wasn't necessarily a part of them, he was feral. That's been Erlon's thing from the get-go, and he's made that very clear to everybody, was that he wanted to bring these people back into the fold. He wanted to bring them back in. And even though he failed, the one thing he's going to reiterate is you didn't give him a chance to come back.
So how do you hear this conversation going?
Oh yeah, you're in a big empty cave. There's no being quiet here.
I was gonna say.
Erdan, let me just say this as a follower of Apollo. Apollo's granted me the ability, the means to bring this creature back to life, and I'm more than willing to do this for him. But he came in attacking. I obviously see that he's not of what's the word I'm looking for? I want to say stationary mind, but it's not stationary mind. Sound mind, as as you and I are per se. But if you deem this creature worthy, then I will bestow upon him the powers that Apollo has given me to bring him back to life, and he can rejoin your family if you feel he's fit. But I don't want to bring a creature back to life just to have him try and tear us apart.
Ergon is going to relay that he's thankful for the offer, but the fact still remains that whether or not you bring this creature back, the fact of the matter that he's trying to get at was that it wasn't even given a chance.
I understand that.
He's struggling with.
I get that and I understand that, and we can debate this until you feel it's been fully debated out. But in the meantime, I do have a window of which I need to do what I'm going to do if I'm going to do this.
At this point, Erdogan's going to decline, and he's just going to say that he doesn't, in a very angry voice, he doesn't want help from any of you right now. That he's extremely frustrated.
I see.
That he's so confused by the prayers that Fitz wants to offer, and he's just so frustrated by that. And I mean, they're cursed. He's going to reiterate, they're cursed. So while he's appreciative of the fact that you're trying to bring this creature back, he's going to reiterate that they're cursed. And the biggest part of this was just that they weren't given a chance. And with that happening, in an angry tone, unfortunately I can't really do it at this moment, but in a very angry tone, if you can imagine, he's just going to yell for all of you to just get out, to just leave the cave, to just leave everything that's in there right now, to leave all the bodies and just get out so that he can try and sanctify this cave.
I will be glad to, as long as you allow me to bring the were spider with me, the queen.
Why do you want the queen?
As proof that she's done, to show your people outside waiting.
You want me to deal with my people? I will deal with my people.
Well, you said you wanted to deal with the cave. I'm trying to.
I can usually go out to the front of the cave.
Okay.
Or deal with them if that's what you need, but he wants all of you out.
Okay, as long as you're going to come out and deal with it, then I'll let you deal with it. I was just...
That's fine.
My ultimate goal was to make sure that your people knew that she was done. That way you could take control over your people again. And with your comment that you wanted us to leave the cave, I assumed you wanted to stay in the cave. Hence, I'm still trying to follow through with what my original intentions were. But if you're going to come out and address your people, then there's no need for me to do that. I'm just going to walk away.
While this conversation was going on, was anybody else doing anything inside the cave before you're ushered out by Erdan?
I just make sure that I got my rope and my rods.
Make an athletics check for me at advantage. You're free climbing a 30-foot rope there.
You and that rod, man.
Doesn't use it very often, but when he does, it's cinematic as fuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh yeah, you just free climb it, no issues. Hit the little switch on the rod, drop back down to the ground. Anybody have anything else?
Yeah, I want to say to Erdan, I completely agree with your feelings and your point is valid. However, just so we are clear, if I have to do it all over again to protect my family, I will over and over and over again. And with that, Holly's just walking away.
All right.
Sass.
Sassy as fuck.
He's all about protecting her family right now. And whoever gets that great, whoever doesn't, too bad, so sad.
I mean, in all fairness, I'm gonna just throw it out there. That's not gonna sit real well with her on.
It's like, you're upset that they're accusing us. And we were in danger. Otherwise, we wouldn't have done what needed to be done. So, again, it is what it is. And she's just gonna walk away, like, shaking her head, like, again, with this conversation of us protecting our family.
Alright.
The only thing I would say is Erdan would yell after her, just, what about my family?
Fair.
That's all he's gonna say.
Fair enough.
And then, so as the others leave the cave, Erdan's gonna drag the were-spider's body. Is he able to drag her in
Oh, yeah.
the furball form?
Oh yeah.
So he's gonna drag her, or rather, you know what, not drag her. He's actually gonna pick her up and carry her. I mean, granted, doesn't have a head, if I remember correctly. So he'll probably wrap the body in his cloak if he has some kind of cloak or something like that, and he'll carry her out of the cave.
Okay. Oh, and maps are being stupid.
Just so you know, Fitz, that was totally not how I thought that was gonna go.
Yeah, before I walk out of the cave to leave Erdan, I'm gonna get right up in his face too, and I'm gonna say, look, you and me are gonna fucking talk, and you can keep that self-righteous anger of yours all you fucking want, but we are going to talk, and we are gonna come to an agreement, because yeah, I killed this werebear, and I killed that werewolf. But I also saved the other 6 that were in here by scaring them away and making them realize this wasn't a fight they could win. And you know, I don't know where the fuck you get off talking about curse this, curse that, being a priestess of saloon. She's called it a fucking gift. She's always called it a fucking gift. So as a priestess saloon, I think that you would have a little more love and feeling for it, instead of feeling so goddamn self-righteous and self-sorry. And then I'm gonna snort and walk out.
Alright. So you guys all walk out of the cave, and there's a whole bunch of lichens around. I know they're red on the tracker. Ignore that.
For initiative?
No, I would, for brevity's sake, I would say, you toss the body of the werebitch down in front of them, and declare yourself as the tribal leader once again, and then immediately head back into the cave to begin your hollow ritual. Unless there is anything else you wanted to toss in on that.
Well, I was going to say that pretty much sums it up pretty quick.
Alright. I went ahead and actually named all these lichens, by the way.
give us the 1 hour?
You do. That is the one closest to Godric there.
You're a map. I can't see it.
Oh. Sorry.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
Okay.
Well, we kept our end of the bargain, but I do think we need to talk about what you guys would like as far as letting your beast out a little more. Right now, Monkey Man's a little emotional, so maybe best if we talk and then kind of hash things out before.
She kind of sticks her nose up at you. You're not one of us. We will discuss it with Erdan when he has completed his ritual.
I was muted. I was trying to spit this out before Fitz started walking.
Poor Mike.
Yeah. So, number one, I said, Irdan, if you need the map up wherever you're at, if you click on your portrait in the combat tracker, it'll pull up the map that you're currently on.
Okay, that's where it's at.
Yeah. But more specifically, what I wanted to say was, before Fitz could walk up to anybody, Godric was going to look around and say, "Are we good? Are we going to have a problem?" And just look for reactions from any of the people. Let's put it that way.
None of them reply to you. They either go back to conversation amongst themselves or just find something to do.
Okay, with that said, I'm going to look at the party and say, we need to head back to see Miss Pompey and start heading towards the exit. And then, now you can do whatever you do with this. That's what I was trying to do before he got up there to talk.
Gotcha.
I wanted to make sure that we wasn't going to have an issue trying to leave.
I'm gonna look at Godric and everybody else and just say, I just want to get the fuck out of here. Before I keep feeling something. Someone.
Is that the consensus?
Can do what they want. I'm gonna stay out the cave waiting for Erdan to come out.
Yeah, I still got stuff to hash out with Erdan.
Godric's mindset at this point is, we have accomplished the goal we were set out to accomplish, to get us the help that we needed to fix Trevor. Yes, I'm saying Trevor, not the ship. I'm worried about Trevor. So, y'all do whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm gonna go get Trevor taken care of.
Why don't we all go get Trevor?
So it is a multi-day journey back to the ship.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm heading straight for Madame Pompey.
It's still a multi-day journey.
Yeah, I understand that. But that's what Godric's setting out to do.
Fitz had intended on hanging out to get the ritual performed on him, so he doesn't become a crazy werebear.
Is there danger?
I mean, you don't really know until he changes for the first time.
I mean,
but he was bit by a highly feral werebear, if that's any indication.
Godric, I think we should stay. We don't know how he's gonna...
Godric, you would know that the ritual Erdan is performing is hollow. It takes 24 hours, and then it's done.
Oh, okay. I was thinking this was something that we didn't need to be...
Nope, it's an actual spell on the cleric's list called Hollow. It takes 24 hours, and then he's done.
Yeah. Well, I remember previously we had talked about he needs to
sanctify it.
Sanctify the grounds, but it's obvious to me that he doesn't want anybody around, which includes me. So my helping him with sanctifying that cave isn't going to happen. So I'm just trying to think, what can I do to keep us moving forward? Which, next thing on the list, after making sure the party, including Fitz, is taken care of, is go find out what's going on with the help to get Trevor fixed. But yeah, if they need our help, then sure, never mind. That changes Godric's mind, and he would want to stay. If we're welcome to stay, I ain't trying to sleep with one eye open.
Yeah, there's no indication of any threat. Erdan's back in charge. Erdan upholds the treaty. If you wanted to like keep yourself separate from the Lycans, obviously that's a valid thought. You can figure a way to do that.
Yeah.
Yes, I with them and try to do a good nice story. I just want to stay here because I feel that it will be safe since I'm not trusting Erdan right now. So,
Right.
I'm gonna look at Godric and say, I know that we need to take care of Trevor, but it will be just 24 hours. Let's just stay here. Let's not separate the crew, and then we'll just see tomorrow what happens, and we'll see how Fitz is gonna be doing, I guess.
Can you do me a favor, Miss Holly? If we're going to stay here, can you please get your orb and check on Trevor for us?
You remember the Hoptagons or whatever the hell they're called are already working on him, right?
They said that
They started working on him before we even left. They showed up before we left to come here.
Yeah.
Because they're going to fix it either way. It's just, if we do this, we don't have to give them a bunch of magical items.
Hey, Trevor to Godric is part of the family, so I mean.
Right.
No, I just wanted to remind you that he is being worked on either way.
Okay, so Miss Holly, would you please do me the honors of checking in on him, and then Godric will be glad to go find a corner and do some praying, because it's time to get some pray time in and rest.
Miss Holly, as you reach into your bag for your crystal ball, your finger brushes over that book you picked up, and in the back of your head, you just hear, "Read me." And you don't pay attention to it for the moment and grab the crystal ball and pull it out and go to scry on Trevor. You can see Trevor. He is still unconscious, as a treant would be in that situation. Not as hunched over as he was the last time you saw him. He's a little bit more upright. And you can see around him there's some decent progress made on the ship. It's up on stilts. The framework is patched out. You don't know a whole lot about ship work, but you can tell that progress is being made. But Trevor is still unconscious.
Okay. Can I relate this information to Godric?
Yeah.
Godric, he's still unconscious, unfortunately. The ship is being worked on. There's a couple of items that were already done. But Trevor is still unconscious. Unfortunately.
Looking any better?
A little bit better, but still unconscious.
It's a start. That's acceptable. Thank you. Thank you very much, Miss Holly.
Yes, of course, absolutely. And then Miss Holly's just gonna. Is everybody still walking around? She would like to find like a little place. She's a little tired, so she would like to walk maybe to like a little area where she could just relax for a little bit. And she's gonna pull her book and she's gonna start reading.
What kind of place are you looking for? Because there's like the logs you can sit on around the center of the encampment, or if you're looking for somewhere a little more private, you could walk like down to the entry. Private. Yeah, you kind of walk down to the entryway.
Yeah, a little more private if I can.
Godric's going to make his way up here.
Up onto the ridge there?
I want to retrieve my rope, and this is actually where I'm going to plant myself.
Good memory. I forgot you put a rope there.
That's how we came up.
Okay. You said you were gonna read your book, Pam. Okay. As soon as you open it, the words scribble across the front page, and I will send you a message telling you what they say. But it asks you to write your name. It's like having a conversation. It says, "Hi, my name is," and then asks you what your name is.
Miss Holly.
Okay.
Oh, setting that book, that never turns out badly.
It says, "Hello, Miss Holly. Please enjoy my knowledge." And then you can see the pages that were previously blank now start filling with writing, and you can begin reading.
I look around like some magic shit going on in this place.
Make a perception check.
It's gonna be like a Harry Potter moment.
Everything seems perfectly normal, other than this book started writing in front of you.
Okay, she's gonna start reading it because now she's really intrigued.
Okay. How much time are you going to spend reading?
What time is it right now? Is it like nighttime?
Yeah. So you guys were approaching the cave at dusk. So it's into the evening a little bit, but not a whole lot.
I'm only gonna spend 4 or 5 hours.
Okay. Not a problem. Anything else for the evening other than... Anybody want anything else for the evening other than sleep, eat, all that fun stuff?
I mean, I'll be doing some praying to Apollo.
Okay.
Then I want to send Hamish into the cave.
So Hamish
Dark cave.
walks into the cave and goes around the corner and then comes back.
And
Like 10 seconds later. Not enough time that you would have known he would have been able to actually get into the cave. Because here, I'll draw a little thing on the map here. So the cave entrance comes in and hooks and then doubles back on itself, and then it opens up into where the actual cave is. So he was gone long enough, you figured he got to about here. And then came back.
well, I was wanting him to stay there and keep an eye on Erdan, but okay. Sir, bad dog. I'm just kidding. That was all I wanted.
Poor Hamish.
I didn't call him a bad dog. I was just saying.
So now that you've given him a bad dog, do you want to look in the cave and see why he turned back?
I was doing it out of character.
For real though, do you want to stick your head in and see why he turned back? You walk up to that first turn and look in, and you can see that there's actually a boulder that's been moved as a makeshift door blocking the cave entrance. All right.
No sneaky.
Anybody got anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to Sis at one point. I cannot believe that people are upset because we killed too many people, and I was not the one who did the killing of the people.
I know, I'm really kind of disappointed in you, Willie. You're slacking.
Shay, I was ready. I was there. I was ready to toss them. I was back there silent, just like watching. I'm like, what the fuck did he expect? Us to like fucking give him a hand job, like take him in the back and like suck him off? I was like, no, this is fucking war. Like, fuck.
You know, I get the feeling that Erdan is still rather untested in his leadership. This is probably the most horrible thing that's happened while he's been in charge.
That's a little hurtful.
You also didn't hear that, Brad.
Oh, I know. Out of character. I'm just saying, that's a little hurtful, okay?
I'm just saying, by your reaction, you're a little thin-skinned to have been a leader for a great deal of time.
I mean, I don't know. Just, we fought demons, crossed dimensions, lost entire cities.
Don't forget the dragons.
A werewolf in a cave is like what we're stopping on. It's like,
Don't forget the dragons, bro. Don't forget the dragons.
You hear Godric yell down from the cliff.
The goddamn dragons!
At that point, Willie, there were dragons. I saw your rod go right through his head.
Fought some dragons, didn't I? Which one?
All right.
Whatever. I was just, yeah, that's it. I was walking away. I was like, this is another day.
Another Tuesday.
You know it. I was pointing at you as a point. You know it.
I gave you finger guns.
Pew, 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 pew.
Other than that, I'll just kind of like make myself at home with these were people as much as they'll have me. It's like accommodate myself to the fire. I'm not necessarily trying to intrude on their space, but I'm not cowering either.
Okay.
Side note, real quick. That other rope, was that Holly's?
Yes. Maybe.
Okay.
I thought that was Willie's.
No, because
Yeah,
Willie can just walk down the wall.
Right, I thought it was hers, but I was just double checking
Yes.
because I'm going to go ahead and collect that since nobody came up with me, and I will eventually give that back to the owner.
Okay.
So that way, it's probably still on their inventory sheet, so it can stay on their inventory sheet.
Yeah, she wouldn't have marked it off. So.
Yeah.
Throw that in my bag of holding.
I would like to make note that the prayers that I'm going to be offering to Apollo will be in regards to the lost lichen, the lost lichen that we killed.
Okay.
And for guidance for Fitz, to hope he's choosing the right path. And hopefully, bring Trevor back to existence.
Roll a D100 for me.
I'm just going to say right now, the path that Fitz is on is a path he has been on since he was 12 years old and consciously made this decision.
Oh wait, did I roll the right one?
Yeah, that was a D100.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if nobody's got anything else... Okay. The night goes off, no issues. Everybody gets a long rest. Was anybody going to do anything during the day? Why is it not letting me... I'm getting an error code, so I think I have to delete all these lichens from the map, but they're still there. And they come and go. They're going about their daily activities. Remind me, Mike, what's a 2 mean on that 20?
If I remember correctly, it's high or low. High is Godric, I think, and low is...
That rings a bell. Why is it not?
You know what? We ran into this issue with Dane on Wednesday.
Oh, it might be because I have Erden on there twice.
We ended up having to just
Um,
manually.
Low is Michelangelo, though.
Yeah.
So when you wake up in the morning, you are Mikey, and you are on a cliffside. And I'd say he can make a perception check right away just to see what he sees. You leveled him up, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Perfect.
I may need to double check abilities for
Yeah, that's fine.
damage increases, but yeah, he got a 6 on that perception.
He's groggy-eyed.
Yeah, he is.
He can see the camp. Anybody out in the open, he can see, lichens included. So he knows that y'all are there.
Okay.
That was it.
I am going to try my best to befriend that were-tiger.
Okay. Good, and have your conversation.
Is she just kind of hanging around the...
Yeah, she kind of comes and goes and walks around, but...
Okay, I'm going to kind of walk up to her and like, hey, I think there are a couple misconceptions. I'm just trying to help you what's best for the tribe. For everybody with lycanthropy here. So, I don't know why you're giving me so much attitude and anger. But, I would just like to be friendly.
Friendly is fine. Matters of state will be dealt with Erdan. I believe I was more than friendly last night by not slitting your throat while you sleep.
Okay. First of all, this is just a friendly warning. My unicorn does not sleep, and he enjoys wearing creatures on his horn. Keep that in mind. He's a little hardcore sometimes. I mean, you live in the Feywild, you know how the unicorns are. And second of all, we're just trying to help. Especially since now I'm infected as well.
Infected you may be, but you have not passed through the rituals, so you are not in a position to speak amongst us. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's much to do for the daily tasks.
Oh, is there anything I can help with?
You are not part of this tribe. And she takes to all fours and takes off out the front entrance with 2 werewolves.
She's warming up to me, I can tell.
All right. Anybody else doing anything of note throughout the day?
I'm gonna keep going back into the cave and shouting out Erdan to make sure he's okay. I don't know if he'll respond to me, but I'm gonna call.
You hear nothing.
Listen, I'm going to have him.
On the ground where you see all day, just like hanging out, lounging.
Okay.
Maybe ration out of my pack here or there.
Hey, Willie.
Yeah.
You know how to play poker, right?
Theoretically, yeah.
Did you say poker or hooker?
Poker.
Okay, just making sure.
You
About to start turning out lichens here. Okay, so some card playing.
Just gonna leave a couple werebears behind is all.
Pam, what are you up to today?
Reading.
Just all day, nothing else?
Correct.
Okay. You get about 10 hours in before the next thing happens. So I think that's... What about Michelangelo?
He's going to go find the rest of the crew. Probably Miss Holly, to be more specific.
Yeah, I mean, throughout the day, he definitely, even just with his passive perception, would have seen anybody moving around camp, would have seen Miss Holly sitting down there by the entrance reading a book, seen the lichens coming and going as they need to.
I'm assuming that when Godric set up his little spot for prayer, he probably left some kind of marker of some sort on the ground. So
You play Godric, you tell me.
Yeah, no, I mean, he does. It's part of the thing. When Michelangelo notices that, he's going to smile and go find his crew. So if I can see everybody, he's obviously going to make his way here. Not directly that way. He'll, follow the ridge, whatever.
Of course. Pam, make a perception check for me. You see Michelangelo walking up to you out of the corner of your eye.
Hi, buddy.
He waves.
Yeah, I wave. I close
No.
my book and I wave.
He waves. I'm sorry.
Oh, I wave too. Like, hi.
Godric will kind of do a little circle motion and give you the OK symbol.
You mean Michael?
Yeah, Mikey.
The circle?
Yeah, he's just doing like one of these type of.
Pam, make an insight check.
There you go.
Does the circle walk around circles?
Make an insight check, Pam. Okay, say what you mean, Mike. For the conversation's duration, you understand what his sign language is implying.
He's implying everything okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm just catching up on some reading.
He'll nod his head.
Just resting and catching up on some reading. Excited to see what's going to happen to Fitz. We see. I don't know.
He gives you an inquisitive look. And kind of shrugs his
I'm
shoulders.
just saying it can go either way. We don't know how it's
Gen-
going to...
Gently reminding you that Michelangelo has no clue what the plan is.
Or what's going on.
Oh, yeah, that's true. We're fine. We're just... Don't worry about it. We're okay. We're just waiting a couple more hours. Something happened. He got attacked. There's a curse going on. And, we're afraid that he might react badly. So we just want to make sure that he's okay. I'm sure he will be okay, but we just want to be cautious, and that's what we're waiting 24 hours.
Okay. He'll just shake his head. And then,
Thank you for checking up
yeah.
on me. While we wait, I'm just catching up on some reading. It's been a while.
he'll smile, hold his heart, and then point backwards and
Thank
turn
you
it.
so much. Holly's gonna hug him, like, a little Holly style.
He'll give you a hug back, of course. And then he's beelining for Willie. I don't know if you want to stop and give anybody else some time, but that's Michelangelo's way.
I think we're on your time right now. Willie and Fitz, you two are sitting there. Go ahead and make insight checks right out the back. We'll see if we can make this conversation a little smoother. Yeah, go ahead and say what you mean, Mike.
It's pretty simple. He's just gonna rub his belly and smile at Willie. I'm hungry, man.
You're muted.
You're muted, bud.
You're not the mute in the conversation, but you're muted.
Alright, to look at him and, well, we can't really eat any of these guys.
He'll give you a sad face.
I'm disappointed. If the word turkey was in the indicator, they should be tasty.
He's gonna perk up and look at you. He wasn't here for that.
Oh yeah, we've had the word turkey. Playing the whole thing. It was pretty good, honestly.
No, that was dire turkey.
Word turkey, dire turkey. We should be at the word turkey. Like the big word turkey. Was that the dire turkey? That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, I don't think we actually ate it, because I think it was after that when you decided that we were going to cut a piece off and see if we could eat that without it turning back.
No, that was definitely before, right there.
Michelangelo's gonna give you a kind of like upset look and put his hand out and tap his hand. Give you the question shrug. Like, what's up, man?
It's still morally ambiguous. We should eat the weird people, I guess. I'm not doing it just because it seems simpler that way. I mean, at some point, you just have to realize people don't care what you want to eat. They just want to be people. That's fine.
Is Willie growing conscious?
I'm gonna point at all the other people and shake my head no, and since you guys already understand what he's meaning is not to liken, he's gonna do his best turkey impression.
I mean, we could find something to eat it. I'm not necessarily worried about that.
So I character what I'm trying to get at here is like, where's my where turkey, man? You didn't save none for me?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I don't have.
No second or third day sandwiches? What the fuck, bro?
But you can go find something out there right now. I'm sure there's something out there that's delicious.
Thumbs up! Gonna give it a shrug, let's go!
As you guys stand up to make your way towards the entrance of the camp, you can see a bunch of the lichens return with fresh harvest in tow. 2 dire turkeys and a couple of deer-looking creatures. And they see you walking for the gate, and if you were going for food, you're welcome to this. Just give us time to prepare it, of course.
Willie, this is your time to shine.
If it's just a shrug and be like, I'm not a member of the tribe. I would hate to intrude. And I'll just go back and I'll be like, but I will take some delicious food that has been offered to me, for I am a humble guest.
The 2 werewolves now cleaning the deer kind of look at each other like, the fuck did we just walk into, and go back to their work. But the day goes on. You guys are offered some bread and roast meat and drink, of course. And that's about it. Anybody got anything else before we close the day out?
I do want to go talk to Fitz real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over there and I'm gonna say, hey buddy, I have a thing for you. I hope you know that if this all goes south, I will be punching you in the face. Finally, once and for all.
That's fair, and I appreciate your concern.
But Have fun.
I
Don't mess.
Dragonborn just walked up to you and said, "I got a thing for you." That's so inappropriate.
It's not his fault. I'm just sexy.
My wife, but I guess you'll do.
Okay.
I had a question, Mr. DM.
Yep.
Oh, you said 10 hours. How much has it passed since I've been reading here?
Including last night and then today, you will have.
15 hours?
If, yeah, 15 hours. I put it in your inventory under the location. So if you pull up your inventory and look at the book under location right next to it, it'll tell you how many hours you've read.
Okay, I see it now. Awesome. Thank
And
you.
I'll update that as we go along.
As we go. Gotcha. Thank you.
Okay. But the day comes to a close. Dusk starts to set. And when you feel it's about the same time, been about 24 hours, Erdan comes out of the cave.
Can I walk with them? Can I walk to where everybody is now?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Hi, guys. Erdan.
Mikey's waves. Miles.
He just waves. I love it. Does Erdan come out with any of the bodies or anything like that? I know he brought the were spider out.
Nope.
Coming out with the...
You just come out, just as you are.
Okay. Well, he's going to walk over to... I don't know if I can drag my guy. Let's see. He's going to just walk past everyone and walk right over to Fitz. And just be like, we need to talk.
I agree.
And he's just going to be like, you said you wanted to say some stuff, so if you have something to get off your chest, now is the time.
Well, I think the biggest things I wanted to say I already kind of snapped at you earlier. But I want you to know, I have planned on being infected by a werebear since I was 12 years old. 16 years ago. That has always been my plan. Honestly, growing up like I did with my mom in the saloon church, I was in contact with a lot of lycanthropes of various kinds. The lions were cool, the tigers were cool. There was even one tiger that was white with black stripes. Oh god, she was gorgeous. Wasn't for the fact she was about 30 years older than me, I think my mom would have let me date her. But anyway.
Michelangelo's going to tap Willie on the shoulder and go, point at Fitz. Be like, wink wink.
I'm just kind of going to look at it. He is really not that type.
What I'm trying to say, Erdan, is this is not a decision that just randomly happened. This isn't something that wasn't thought out and planned. I guess it just pisses me off the way you keep talking about this as a curse. I mean, I grew up in the saloon church. I have attended masses with the avatar of saloon standing above the head priestess. I have grown up just, I guess maybe there was a bit of kind of the looking at it as something new and exciting and maybe not as realistic or concerned about the downsides as it should have been. but I guess it just, it just pisses me off when you talk about it like it's some sort of death sentence or like that creepy uncle you have to keep locked up whenever company comes over because you don't want people to know you got that in your genetic background. It just really kind of bugs me. And then there's the fact that you're on my ass for killing that werebear when it had attacked my foster daughter. And even after they all attacked my foster daughter, I still did only what was necessary and got as many of them out alive as I possibly could have. I didn't unnecessarily kill a single goddamn one of them. When we met you in your camp, we didn't rush down there and start cutting body parts off to try to taste test and see how that went, despite the members of the group asking for that. I think I have been really, really fucking reasonable about everything, each and every single step of this whole fucking mess. And I understand you're emotional and you've had some shit going on and you've been tested in a way that people never should be tested. But turning on us, screaming at us, acting like we're the bad guys here, really just kind of pisses me off. Yeah, then I'm going to step back and just cross my arms and...
Everyone's going to look at Fitz, and he wants to show Fitz that he's calm at this point, so he's going to have a very calm demeanor. It's much, much different than what you initially saw inside the cave. And he's going to reiterate to Fitz that he recognizes that Fitz does not see this as a curse or as a detriment as what they see it. He doesn't agree, or he's going to tell Fitz, I don't agree with the excitement of you becoming infected with this, understanding that this is something that you've wanted for a long time. He is, however, going to remind you that the bear was feral and had lost himself to the lycanthropy, and that there's a cost that he just doesn't know if Fitz truly understands what that cost is going to be for him. But at this point, he's going to reiterate to Fitz, it's no longer his choice. He doesn't have that ability to take that away anymore. Right? It's not up to him. He's going to say that he just spent the last 24 hours sanctifying this cave, and I'm assuming that during that time and correct me if I'm wrong, Jim, he spoke to Saloon, or at least prayed to her, and hoping that, she gives him some kind of sign back that this is the right choice. And honestly, he doesn't know. All he knows is that during his followings of Saloon was that she had tasked him with guiding his people, had tasked him with guiding those that had been afflicted by this. And sorry, were you going to say something?
No, go ahead.
One sec.
There's that banana shake for the big boy. I will interject. During his time ritualing Hollow, he did spend time praying to Saloon and was graced with the guidance of his actions were not becoming of himself, and his goal was to bring everybody into the fold, and it's understandable him to be upset that he lost the opportunity to bring one into the fold, and it granted him the clarity to realize that that's why he was upset. Not so much because you killed the werebear, but because he lost an opportunity to do his life's work.
Thank you for that. Sorry, didn't mean to get cut off right there.
No, you're good.
Yeah, last second. But to finish that out, as much as Fitz is probably still kind of rough with him, he's just going to walk up and he's going to give Fitz a hug. And go ahead.
Fitz will definitely return the hug. Despite the fact that he's angry at you, he has a great deal of respect for you, and having been in a leadership position and having lost soldiers and arrived too late to save people, he understands exactly where you're coming from. So he really does appreciate the clarity that you've achieved, and he'll actually say as he's hugging you, he's going to whisper in your ear that I am so proud of you. You have just taken a huge step as a leader.
I'm going to nod, and as he kind of breaks that embrace, where's Ginger's at?
Right behind you.
Right behind us? Okay.
Yep.
He's going to walk back over to Yindris also, and he's going to give Yindris a hug. And I forget, did we ever, out of character, did we ever talk between Yindris and I kind of explaining the backstories at all? I don't remember.
Not really.
I don't think you know Yerndris's backstory, but I mean everybody in the party knows yours at this point.
I was going to say the rest of the party barely knows Yendris's backstory.
Yeah.
Fair.
We know he had a wife and a daughter that died, and that's
From Drow.
about it. From Drow, yeah.
And
Drow?
that's about it, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. I just remember Yindris doesn't like, what was it? You don't like villages, if I remember correctly.
He
Yeah.
didn't like needless butchering.
I didn't like needless butchering in a village that caused him to go into a PTSD attack that he did not want to be a part of.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Now that I know that, back in character, Erdon is also going to walk up and give Yindris a hug. And just a real quick one, and kind of embrace Yindris by the shoulders and just say, you know, I don't know why you feel uncomfortable around villages, but you work to save my people, and he's going to remember and reiterate, if I remember correctly, that Yindris at one point did not deliver the killing blow to one of the Lycans that was in the cave and allowed that Lycan to leave. And he's just going to reiterate how much respect he has for Yindris at that point. And then very quickly, he's going, I'm assuming the Lycans are still around, correct?
Yeah.
At that point, he's going to turn around and basically announce to the other Lycans around that this party shall be considered a part of the village at this point. Or shall be considered a part of it. Part of them, if that makes sense.
I am immediately going to turn around to that tigress and flip her off.
She throws up her nose at you, as she has been doing.
Does Erdon see this happen?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's just going to look at Fitz and be like, just because you're a part of the tribe now does not mean that you can't kick your ass.
Oh no, she's totally into me.
But with that said, he's going to look at Fitz, and I'm assuming the rest of the group can kind of hear this. He's going to explain to Fitz, or at least offer to Fitz, to complete the ritual if he would like to fully become a part of the tribe.
It would be one of the greatest honors of my life.
And with that,
We'll get to it. I didn't leave the details of the ritual up to Brad, just so everybody knows. So I'm going to narrate this next part for him.
yeah, I'm just letting y'all know I don't know shit about this.
He's going to kind of gesture for all of you to enter the cave. Everybody in the party. Is there anybody who doesn't want to attend the ritual? Okay, easy enough. Before Erdan follows you into the cave, he is going to go and talk to one of the Lycans and inform them of the rest of the tribe traveling eastward and to send a messenger that it's safe for them to return, as well as send some workers to see about helping with the ship, but be very cautious and obviously don't cause any problems as the treaty hasn't been fully reinstated yet. And with that, he will follow you guys into the cave. When you come into the cave, he's going to kind of lay out what the ritual entails. And mostly talking to Fitz, he'll tell you that it involves not only you mastering the bestial side of your curse, but also your tribe, which is here with you, looking at the rest of the party, coming to terms with the beast and helping you to control it. It can be a volatile experience, and you will not be yourself. That being said, the ritual does allow for you to have one person directly aid you. Which person would you like?
Can I ask in what way they'll be aiding?
They won't be able to assist you physically, but they'll be able to assist you mentally, spiritually.
Well, that probably would have been...
And Godric's not here.
Yeah, that probably would have been Godric. But yeah, I think in this case, I would definitely go with Holly. Since I think, especially now that I know she's like my foster daughter,
Okay.
that I feel there would be a really strong connection there.
Absolutely. Sounds good. With that, he asks you to strip yourself down. Completely.
Get naked, buddy.
Step Paladin, what are you doing?
Daddy, what are you doing?
You don't have to actually unequip your armor, but he does say that for the ritual you have to be as nature intends, as this is a very...
So armor but naked.
Yeah, you don't have to actually unequip it.
Yeah, I will get butt-ass naked.
Okay. You can see in the center of the cave there is a small fire going with a little pot over it. And Erdan walks over and serves up... I gotta count, sorry. 6 small bowls of it. And he gives one to each of the 5 of you and keeps one for himself and looks at the bowl and looks at you, Fitz, and I hope you don't mind, but I assumed that I would be part of your tribe, if that's acceptable to you.
Absolutely. You've proven yourself to me.
He looks to the entire group. He goes, all we must do is drink the potion. Miss Holly, do whatever you can to aid him. He will not be himself. Everyone else, you must help him control himself. and it's different for each person. I can't be more helpful than that, unfortunately, but...
By the way, seeing as how I am now butt-ass naked, something you'd probably notice is, like on one side of my chest is a tattoo of the symbol of saloon, and on the other side is the symbol of tier. And then on the back, like my entire back is just a basically homage to Taylor. Just a fun little fact.
Alright. Give me just 2 seconds to get this set up. And
Michelangelo is going to prepare an action if that's possible.
Which action would you like to prepare?
Stunning strike.
Okay. You all drink the potion, and reality fades out of your vision.
And it's like college all over again.
And when you come to, a number of things are seen. Miss Holly, you are now standing next to this giant humanoid bear, clad in the same armor that Fitz wears. And he is holding his head. He is roaring. He is, as far as you can tell, gone. But you do recognize features and the armor as Fitz, best you can tell. The rest of you all appear next to each other. You can't see anything. Like, you can't see where the yells are coming from, but you can hear the roars coming from a specific direction. Right now, I'm going to have everybody roll initiative. There are a couple of notes about this specific type of encounter. Fitz, all of your Aasimar stuff is gone for this encounter. All you get are your werebear stuff. You are also not yourself. You are, the best way to describe it, feral. You have conscious thoughts, but you can't control them. You can't control the conscious thoughts. You can hear them. And we'll see how you guys want to handle this.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt.
Go ahead.
Can I use my ability to give myself initiative for advantage on the initiative?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Just roll it one more time. Oh, you haven't rolled it yet. Hamish and Sir Fluffybutt are also not present. They did not get the tonic.
Hamish, no!
Excited to be able to use him. How sad.
You'll get your chance, I promise. Just not for this. All right. It looks like Michelangelo is up first.
Alright, so... it seems pretty straightforward, simple. Heard the noise coming from this direction, yeah?
Yep, from that way.
Double movement at 50 speed would put me right there. If I can beeline it.
Yep, looks like it. I am going to do one thing real quick. Hold on one second. Because the tokens are weird with the shape change. It's going to be a generic token for Witz's werebear form. His actual token is going to be off to the side.
Okay.
And then...
So we can use a combat tracker to target him then.
Well, I'll have it so, because it's gonna be weird. Hold on.
As long as the token is on the map somewhere, we should be able.
Yeah,
to...
that's what I was trying to work. I gotta wait until it disappears again. For right now. For right now, it'll be okay.
Is there that one-click druid or whatever for polymorphing stuff?
Yeah, and it was working just fine, and then like 4 weeks ago, the token started disappearing on us, and I don't know what's going on. It might need an update. I'll make a note to look into it.
That's the best thing.
Yeah, no, I have the one-click druid, and that's what it's coded as. I don't know, it just started being weird a couple weeks ago. So he might have put out an update. I just gotta look into it. So for intents and purposes on this encounter, Miss Holly, you are neutral, aiding Fitz. Fitz, you are standalone, and everybody else, you are trying to subdue Fitz.
And I'm assuming I'm trying not to be subdued.
Exactly.
Do I have any of my paladin abilities?
Nope. You cannot cast spells. The only thing you can do, if you look at your actions tab under hybrid form, you have underneath, if you expand it, you'll see you have your attack and then 2 types of damage. The top one is your claws. The bottom one is your bite. You get 1 of each per round. And then if you hit on a bite, it's the con save. And cursed if they fail.
Hey guys, we can all be werebears. We could be the Care Bears.
All right. So Michelangelo, you double moved. Anything else for your turn?
No, that was my action and my movement. So.
Okay. Yerndris.
I'm used to going second. Well.
As a DM, to give Max a second here, the keyword is subdue, not kill. For the bloodthirsty types.
Take notice of me.
Go ahead, Max.
Use my dash action.
Okay. I'll get you 60. Will get you up to there-ish. I didn't measure. I just went with it.
That works.
Yeah, that's about 60. Any bonus action?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
All right. Willie.
The first thing Willie's going to do is he's going to see if he can fly.
Is that an item that makes you fly?
No, I mean, we're just in a dream
Oh.
world.
So you just kind of like hop.
Yeah, I'm just going to test it. Like the last time I drank something and I hallucinated a world, I could fly. That's all I'm saying.
Gravity seems normal here. It's fucking bullshit. I asked for the fish 3 times.
Okay, yeah, I'll run, everything. My movement's like 80. That's what's...
Alright. Anything else for you?
Get him!
Alright. Miss Holly.
He's not neutral, right?
You're neutral in terms of you're not fighting the rest of the group, but you're trying to help Fitz overcome the animalistic portion that he's trying to get control of.
So I'm gonna talk to him in Holly mode.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at him straight in the eye. Like, Fitz. I can't even take myself seriously. Fitz.
We are your family. You cannot hurt us. Do you recognize me at all? Do you recognize them at all? We don't fight each other. We care and take care of each other. I'm not tricking you. I'm just gonna, not like bow down, but a little bit. We're not your enemies. We're family.
Is anybody else
Okay.
getting like really heavy Meredith from Brave vibes right now?
Sorry.
Hey, you created this situation, okay? I'm just playing it out however I see fit.
Hey, I'm here for it, man. I'm totally into it.
All right.
She's even a redhead with a huge stubborn streak.
Facts. Brad, what you got for us?
Alright. What kind of lighting are we looking at right now?
It's well lit enough. You don't need any special abilities to be able to see or anything.
So it's
But
not
is
like
it
dim
twilight?
lighting?
It's Feylight, so it's purples and blues, but it's bright.
Okay. The reason I was asking is because depending on the lighting, it allows me access to the steps of the Brave.
Oh no, it's well lit here.
Okay. So with that, I am going to. Let me see here, make sure this is right. Yep. Okay. I'm going to pop one of my channel abilities, the Twilight Sanctuary.
Okay.
Do I need to
Oh,
that?
wait. How many of those do you get per rest? Is it one or is it?
Reset at a long rest, right?
You didn't get a long rest. You were performing a ritual. So did you have one or two left?
I have one left, so that.
Okay, so
This would be my last one. Then.
you can still use it.
Okay.
That is one thing I forgot also. I apologize. You have one level of disadvantage because you have been up for over 24 hours. So you get disadvantage on ability checks. It will do that automatically.
Let me just make sure I have all that stuff marked off correctly. Do that, do that.
At some point, so
Say that again, Eric.
didn't we level up to 11? That
Yeah,
happened?
you should be level 11 right now. That doesn't mean you got to rest, though, if you didn't take the rest. Yeah.
It's worth a shot. So anyways, yeah, so I will go ahead and pop that anyways. So that's going to give me dim lighting
Okay.
on myself. So what that will allow me to do is to go. So I can move 30 feet as a normal move, and then because of the, what did I say that was? I'm sorry. The Steps of the Brave, I believe that gives me another 30 feet.
That sounds right, yeah.
Yep. Another 30 feet, which will put me right up here with them. And then, shoot, let me see what I have here. Let me see if I can do anything to. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll bring out the spiritual weapon as a bonus action.
Okay.
Do I need to put the token out there, or?
Yeah, just drop it wherever you want to put it.
Okay, so. I'm sorry, are there squares, are those 10 or
Each square is 5 feet.
5 feet? Okay. So I'm guessing Fitz is well within 60 feet.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I will
I can
go
tell you,
ahead.
actually. He is 45 feet away from you, so putting it on the far side of him would be 55 feet away, 60 feet.
So if I was to put it here, would that give Michelangelo
Yep,
an advantage?
absolutely would.
And think that triggers an attack from it, correct? Or I can attack from
Yeah,
it?
yeah, you place and attack in one turn. Or move and attack on subsequent turns.
12. So 16 is miss. Oh, and I think that was my bonus action, and I'm just going to go ahead and throw. What do I have here? Cantrips.
Well, it's an action to activate your Twilight Sanctuary, isn't it?
Oh, you know what? It is.
Yeah, so that's your action and your bonus action and your move, so that's it for you.
That's everything I got. Yep.
All right.
At the end of my turn, I will give myself some bonus HP.
Okay. Fitz, Constitution saving throw at advantage, please. Miss Holly's words rung through.
Okay, Constitution saving at advantage.
Yep. Or, I'm sorry, not Constitution, Wisdom.
Wisdom.
The best way to describe it is the Alzheimer's patient with a moment of clarity. For this round, you know who you are, you know what's going on, and you know that you're here to earn control, not fight. You subdue the animal portion, and you are yourself for this round.
Okay. Do I have any idea what that means to gain control? Like, what I need to do, or...
You don't. You have that moment of clarity, and you know you need to do something to... You need to work through it. That's what you know.
Okay. Not being sure what to do. I am just going to try, just letting out, just this huge roar, just trying to let out all the aggression and anger and just that animal, just trying to get it all out in this primal type scream / roar.
Okay.
I don't know if that will help, but that's...
I need you to make an intimidation check, and Michelangelo, Willie, Erdan, and Yerndris, each of you make an insight check.
Yeah, real quick, can you reset me back to Erdan stuff? He's still set on the 8 form stats.
Yes, he is. That's weird.
And out of curiosity, am I able to give myself guidance on the insight check?
No, because it takes an action to do it, and we are in combat.
That was not what I meant to do. Shit. Is that showing up on your end? By chance?
I don't see anything.
Nope, I didn't get anything. There you go, now it did. I need an insight check. Nope, I got one from everybody. Okay. The 4 of you have no clue that he is trying to blow off steam. This sounds like a rage war cry to you. You believe him to be hostile. That was your action for the turn, Fitz. Do you have any movement? You don't have any bonus actions, so it's just, do you want to move?
Okay, I guess, do I know, like, these guys are trying to subdue me? Or in this situation...
You know who they are, and you see them running towards you. That's what you know. But make a perception check real quick. You do catch like a flicker of the ear, and you turn, and out of the corner of your eye you do see Erdan's spiritual weapon pop up behind you.
So I don't actually know they're trying to subdue me then.
You have no idea what they're going to do. And you used your action to yell and let it out this round, so you can't say anything to them.
Did I even talk in this form?
You can certainly try, but not this round.
I guess I'm just gonna turn and look at Miss Holly and shrug my shoulders. Like, the fuck am I supposed to do here?
Okay.
And then I think that's gonna be my turn. I'm not sure. I'm a little rattled by everything.
All right. Well, that is going to bring us up again to Michelangelo.
So Michelangelo's decision at this point is to slide on his white and black mask.
Okay.
Prepare yin and yang in both hands. And prepare a swing with the white one. I think that's yin.
I think so too. I don't remember.
And if Fitz lashes out, I will strike.
Okay. So you're readying in action.
You got it.
Okay. Anything else for your turn?
Negative.
All right. Yurndris. Big werebear screaming, ready to go, as far as you can tell. What are you up to?
Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna use my dash action yet again. And I'm gonna come up right here.
So 30 feet to get you right up next to Michelangelo right there.
Oh, perfect. I don't even need to use my dash action.
Nope.
I'm gonna walk up there and I'm gonna say, Fitz, I'm not going to hurt you, but if you hit me, I will strike.
Okay.
And that's all I'm doing.
Make a persuasion check. Fitz, make an insight check. With disadvantage.
I'm sorry, what? Perception?
You make insight with disadvantage.
Insight, okay. With disadvantage. Still a 17.
Okay. Even as a bear, you hear Yurndris' words and you understand them. And that's all you had, Yurndris?
That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Willie.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up right here.
Okay.
Should I grab him? I was asked as I walked up. Should I grab him? Are we gonna subdue him?
Does Willie want a bear hug?
I will wrestle this bear.
Oh my god, I can give real bear hugs.
If that's what you're doing, make a strength check, Eric, and Fitz, make a strength saving throw.
Okay, well, hold on. If I'm going to do that, that's
Right, okay, I have a question.
Yeah,
My auras aren't going on right now, right?
correct.
Okay. Now, was that a strength save or a strength check?
For you, a strength save. For Eric, a strength check.
Okay. No advantage or disadvantage?
Nope, not for you.
Okay.
So Willie walks up. He's like, "Should I restrain him?" And reaches his hands out to kind of like try to do it. And Fitz just like immediately just and throws your hands off of him.
I'm just going to see, that just makes me think that I should do it more, not less.
Hey, you ever heard of consent, you creep?
You know what we should do? We should say, like, in your mouth and uppercut him. Would that make you feel better? Some justice I'll shout over my shoulder to you. Do you want to see his comeuppance?
That is the proper way to greet a werebear.
Anything else for your turn, Eric?
Nope, that's it.
All right, Miss Holly.
I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, it's okay to answer to when he was very confused before. Can I try to, like, the distance? How distant are we right now?
You're 5 feet away from Fitz right now.
Can I try to touch him and like grab his face?
Yeah?
Or am I too little for this?
Now, by grab his face, do you mean like you're trying to grab his face, or you're just trying to like hold his face while you talk to him?
She's gonna boop the snoop.
Okay. Fitz, make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
I'm going to step away for just a minute.
Okay. Fitz, make a bite attack against Miss Holly. That's going to be the melee plus 10, and then if you hit, you do the 1d8 plus 5.
I miss.
Okay. Miss Holly, you step up to Fitz and go, it's okay to respond to us, and you go to hold his head in your hands, and as your hands just barely start to touch his mane, his fur, he snaps out at your shoulder, and you're able to kind of like shoulder away from him real quick, just barely avoiding getting hit.
That was not nice. We're not your enemies. And I'm gonna stare at him. Right into his eyes.
Brad, your turn.
Oh, this is a toughie. All right. I'm guessing that Erdon is close enough to have heard Willie say, should I grab him or restrain him?
Yep, and you also just saw Fitz try to take a bite out of Miss Holly and narrowly miss.
Okay. So,
Okay, wait a minute. I stepped away just for him to actually do something.
Sorry. Miss Holly went up to hold his head in her hands and kind of like give a compassionate moment to him. And it didn't sink through. The bear took hold and took a biting snap at Miss Holly as a reaction.
Okay, and that is when my action will kick in.
That is true. Go ahead and take it.
Okay. So I did double check. It's Yang. That's the white one.
Well, Fitz put it.
that-
Jeremy put it in the chat for us. So,
Okay.
but yeah, go ahead and take your swing,
I missed.
Mrs. He's a boxing bear.
Yeah, okay. Well, that was
All right, so that's your held action. Brad, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to let me make sure I'm within range. Where'd it go? Okay. Well, it's got to get up close and personal on that one.
You are 45 feet away right now.
So let's move. Right. Oh, wait, 45 feet. Oh, yeah, no, I can do that. I will use my movement and the Steps of the Brave to go right there.
Okay. That's your action, and I believe your bonus action. I'll double check that.
The Steps of the Brave I don't think is an action. I think it's a...
You can use a bonus action to magically give yourself a flying speed equal to your walking speed. So that is your bonus action.
That's the bonus action. So I still have an action to go, right?
Yep.
So, seeing Willie try to grab Fitz, and then seeing Miss Holly try to have that moment and Fitz flashing out, Huron is going to reach out and touch Fitz to bestow Curse, trying to give him disadvantage check on his strength. Level 3 spell. Make sure I'm doing this right.
You mean disadvantage on strength?
Yeah, sorry, disadvantage, yeah.
Okay. So drop the wisdom saving throw on him.
Okay.
And he fails. So then drop whichever curse you want. So that would be the top one on him. Don't worry about it. I got it.
He literally went home. And that's all I got for my turn.
All right. Fitz, your go. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage this time. You are the bear. You are feral. You see creatures around you. You are hostile. You have multi-attack in bear form, by the way. You get 1 claw and 1 bite.
Okay. Well, Michelangelo was the last one to swing on me.
I should also mention the only person you do not recognize as an enemy is Miss Holly.
Wow. I couldn't have rolled better there if I tried.
No, you couldn't have.
I'm just like, Rara.
So you only roll the Constitution saving throw if you hit on a bite. But let's see. Yeah, all of it hits. Any movement? Or bonus action speed? Well, a bonus action roar.
What are you doing with that last attack?
We got 2.
He did both of them. They both missed.
I know, but did you see what he rolled for that last one?
1.
Oh yeah. Everybody gets an attack of opportunity. If they choose.
Oh, there you know that about it. Michelangelo's taking his.
Misses. Eric, Brad. Oh, I'm sorry, Max, you don't get one. But Eric and Brad, do you want to take an attack of opportunity on him? Okay. Little metagaming going on, but, you know, whatever. It's all good. Fitz.
Well, he sort of knows how the whole thing works.
He did specifically say it's different for everybody. I don't know what to expect.
Oh, I
So
must have missed that part of the safety briefing.
that was like the last thing he said before y'all drank up. But
Oh, I was busy drinking.
any movement or bonus action worthy bear related speech you would like to perform?
Can I try to speak?
You can try as the bear, not as Fitz.
So that I'm not capable of human speech.
We don't know that yet because you haven't tried saying anything. What I'm saying is whatever you say has to be in line with the feral animal side of yourself that you're currently struggling with.
Hey, boo boo, where's the picnic basket?
And just like that, Michelangelo gets an inspiration point.
I am just going to, just roar in frustration. Why can't I hit this fucking turtle?
You all hear in deep bear voice, "Why can't I hit this fucking turtle?" It's really rough common. It's like a really thick accent common where it takes you a half a second, but it doesn't take a whole lot of brain power to figure out what he was saying.
If anybody can see a glimpse underneath my mask, you'll see me smiling. Big and huge, maybe out of the edges of my mask.
With that, Michelangelo, it is your turn.
Michelangelo's going to swing again.
I believe that's an advantage, right?
Yep.
Oh.
Yes, it will be.
Man, I should have been doing that the whole time. I forgot. Yeah, it's even worse than personal. So.
Still misses. That's your first attack, Mr. Monk.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Are you at 2 or 3 right now?
I'm at 2.
2. Okay.
Yeah, I'll swing again. If I can. Keep popping up. Okay, I can swing with the same weapon, right? I don't have to hit him with. I don't have to use both, do I?
Yeah, you can swing with the same weapon.
Okay.
There's a crit.
There's a crit. All right.
Standard crit, double damage.
Yeah. So the reason why I've been swinging so hard is because my stunning strike ability.
Okay.
I can interfere with the flow of ki in a opponent's body. When you hit another creature with a melee weapon attack, you can spend 1 ki point to attempt to stun a stunning strike. The target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or be stunned until the next of their end turn.
Drop it on him.
So, yeah, but do I drop the damage from the knuckles first?
So it's going to do damage no matter what. So go ahead and just drop the damage on him.
Okay.
But then drop the Constitution saving throw to see if you stun him.
Okay. I'll mark off that point while I'm at it. Okay. Here we go.
He fails.
Alright, so then I drop the effect on him. That was my whole goal that whole entire time, was to
And
punch
you are
him really hard.
the only person who can't be like, hey, he's stunned, chill out for a second. Can't do it.
Yep. And then I'm gonna just hold my ground.
You still got a bonus action if you wanted to flurry of blows or anything.
No.
Out of curiosity, he can't say he's stunned. Do we see him get stunned since we're all standing right there? I don't know if that's like something that just happens or.
The 3 of you make a perception check. Willie, Erndris, and Erdan.
Perception, you say?
Yeah. Erdan and Willie, you both see him like stop in between punches for a brief second and then specify where his jab goes to the rib cage, and Fitz just kind of like seizes. Yerndris, you don't see that. So to clarify, Eric and Brad,
You were so amazed by my face moving so fast.
Eric and Brad, you're aware that he is stunned until for a brief period of time at least. Yerndris, you have no idea. And it is your turn, Yerndris.
Well, I'm gonna move up right in front of him, and I'm gonna open up my arms and I'm gonna hug him. Because why not?
Okay.
Yeah, real quick at the end, can I give temporary hit points to Michelangelo?
Yeah, you just do that
Got it.
whenever you're supposed to. Because I'm going to forget, so that's on you. You don't have to ask permission, just do it. Make sure you do it appropriately, though. Okay, so you spend your turn hugging him? That's it?
Hugging him and just saying, it's okay. You're okay. You were safe.
He's literally standing there stunned.
All right. Willie.
Maybe I appreciate the support.
Maybe.
What? He has a stunned condition. What is that?
He can't do anything.
He's
Can't-
literally just standing there with like the little Tweety birds around his head, you know.
Yeah. It's like a half step from unconscious. He can't take any actions or reactions, can't move. He's literally just there until it wears off.
Well, ideally, at this juncture, I would like to trip him so that he is laying prone.
Okay.
Possibly face down, even, would be acceptable, I don't mind.
So you're just going to prone him out?
Yep. And then, if all reasonable, I would like to take my immovable rod and just put it on his back and he's turning on. Just give a little click.
So it is an action to do both of those things. So you have to pick one.
Take that. I will just make him prone.
Okay. He is prone.
Let's shh. They're laying down. Hush, little bear.
You take your turn to gently supporting the neck. Lie him, and you said face down?
Yeah, this seems pretty good.
Okay, so you, supporting the neck still, lie him face down. Anything else for your turn?
Look at his neck's down here. Oh, not a lot of options. I'm gonna look at
I'm pretty sure when you're cradling the neck, putting the face down, that's called a chokehold.
It's whatever. Breathe, please. I might be. I'm gonna look at Erdan and be like, sit on him.
Okay.
Sit on him?
Sit on him.
That it for you?
Sit on him. Yeah, sit on him.
All right, Miss Holly.
Miss Holly with her cute little self, she's gonna go and try to get him jump, like on top of him, like jump on top of him.
So you go to get on top of him, and you actually pass through him. And when you look at yourself, you have kind of a ghost-like appearance. Like you're not quite all there. You're there. Just not entirely physically.
What the fuck?
Anything else you want to do?
No.
Erdan, you're up. Your Twilight Sanctuary, you reach out to Miss Holly, and normally you feel like the ping when it works, and you feel nothing. Like there was nothing there when you sent it out.
I'm sorry, you cut out just a little bit on that. I felt nothing.
Yeah, normally when you reach out with your Twilight Sanctuary, you feel like a little tingle when it connects, like you know it worked. And when you do it towards Miss Holly,
Gotcha.
you feel nothing.
Gotcha, copy that. All right. Well, not sure if that worked or not. But at this point, let's go into ape mode. So I'm going to use my action to go into ape form. And then I think that's pretty much all I can really do other than to just tell everybody, grab him while you can.
I think it was a bonus action to ape form, wasn't it? No, it is an action. That's right.
Before I did it, it's an action.
Yep.
So, so I'll go with the ape form, and then that's, other than telling everybody to, try and grab him, that's about it. He's just going to yell out, grab and hold him.
Okay. Fitz, you are completely stunned this round, but go ahead and make that wisdom saving throw at advantage.
Wisdom 20.
You feel the warmth of Yurndris's hug and remember who you are and why you're here and what you need to do.
I know what I need to do now?
And then you realize you're smelling dirt and you're seeing the ground and you can't move.
He's not allowed to vanish.
I'm working on it, okay?
I got away.
We got a runner!
Right?
Michelangelo, your turn.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying something. Because it's my turn. He vanishes. What the heck?
You know what? It's just us. I can handle the token issue right now. Okay, you just got to give me a half a second to work with it.
Okay, so, here's the question that I need to ask you, Mr. DM.
Yep.
The stunning strike ends at the end of my turn.
Correct.
I know this. So, the question that I am really leaning towards here is, if I wanted to keep him stunned, do I need to do it again?
Yep.
Okay.
He would have to fail the saving throw after you hit him again.
Alright. So, is there advantages or double advantages or something?
It is.
Him being prone?
I can never remember what the actual book says on that.
Because he's prone, plus he's got a weapon on the other side of him.
If I remember correctly, it's advantage, and please anybody speak up if I'm wrong, but I think it's advantage to hit, and if you hit, it's an auto crit.
Okay.
Does that sound familiar to anybody?
That sounds right to me.
It does sound right, though.
Pull out the book.
Okay. Well, we're sure it's at advantage, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll that anyways.
If two favorable situations grant advantage, for example, you still only roll one additional d20. That's all it says.
Okay, so it'll be advantage to hit.
Okay. 21 to hit. Says it hits.
Okay. I think the auto crit is only if they're unconscious. So it's just the standard hit.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's the auto crit is if they're unconscious and you're just trying to finish them off.
Okay.
So regular damage, and then go ahead and roll the saving throw to see if he remains stunned. He succeeds.
Okay.
That was your first attack.
Yes. Oh, wait. I hit that button first. Okay. Hit the button. Hit the button.
Hits.
Okay. Round 2. Okay. There's really no limit on how many key points I can use, right?
No. If the opportunity presented itself, you could spend all of your key points in one round.
Yeah.
I know that'll never happen, but
I could do another stunning strike then, right?
yeah. Unless Stunning Strike says once per turn, but I don't think it did.
No, he succeeded anyways.
When you hit another creature with a melee weapon attack, you spend one key point to attempt a Stunning Strike. Okay, that succeeds. Now, what you can do here is you could spend another key point to Flurry of Blows to give you more opportunities for Stunning Strikes, if you want it.
No, I'm going to go ahead and just stop there, because I don't want to burn them all in one shot. So.
Okay. I was
Wait.
What
What about inspiration? Can I use the inspiration to reroll the stunning strike?
Fuck it. Go for it.
Alright.
Oh, boy.
Hey, first time anybody's actually wanted to use the inspiration right
Now,
away.
before you drop that on him again, Fitz, as the bear, do you want to burn your inspiration to re-roll that saving throw to see if you succeed?
Not really.
That's a hard question, I know. Go ahead and drop it on him again, Mike.
Alright, we're stunning him, and he disappeared. Hey.
Yeah.
You saved that inspiration, huh?
He's had it for a while. I'm going to come up with a reason for it to disappear eventually.
I used one the other day.
Yeah, you did.
I will not be moving, and that's my attack, so
Okay.
I am good.
You dropped the stun on him a second time, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just making sure.
After he failed to... that's the first thing I did as soon as it said he failed.
All right.
I was hovering when you said, wait. I'm like...
Urindris, you're up.
Is he still on the ground?
He is prone, face down.
Okay. Would I technically be on the ground still hugging him because I was hugging him when he got taken down?
You're still over him. I would say you stop hugging him before the end of your turn, though.
Okay.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but real quick, do you want to do perception checks to make sure everybody realizes what I just did?
I mean, everybody is right there. They saw you punch.
Yeah, well, the last time I said
Yeah. Let's keep with it.
That's why I'm asking.
Let's keep with it. The three of you make perception checks for me.
It works on the third time.
It's you too, Eric.
Mom, Big Willie.
Sorry. I didn't clarify which three.
Boy.
Same situation. Urindris, you have no idea he's stunned. The other two of you, you see Michelangelo step up and put his hand on his back and feel around for a second, find that one sweet spot and just give a quick jab. And you can like visibly see the muscles tighten up after he does the jab. Go ahead, Max.
I'm going to walk up to the front of his snout, and I'm going to crouch down, and I'm going to pick up his little head, and I'm going to force him to look at me, and I'm going to say, "Stop acting like a fucking dumbass and get your ass up."
Okay. Make a persuasion roll. And Fitz, give me an insight at disadvantage. Okay. No changes. Anything else for your turn, Yundris?
No.
All right. Willie.
So is he still laying on the ground? Did he stand up?
Oh, no, he's still prone. He's been stunned this whole time, so.
I'm gonna pull out my rod, holding there, and be like, so, or my movable rod, whichever rod it is. I have so many. Should I pin him to the ground? Or just let him simmer? Anybody? No.
If you haven't had your turn and spoken on it, you can respond to him. So that would be you, Erdan, and just Erdan. Erdan, you're the only one who can respond to him, but that's your speech for this round.
Oh, okay. I'm going to say my quick speech is going to be hold him down so that we can, or secure him rather. Sorry, just secure him. Is what I'm going to say.
What kind of roll do I have to do to, like, slide this immovable rod into his arm or something? Because he's just, like, laying face down on the ground. It's going to be like...
No check. You can just do it.
Okay.
He's prone and stunned, so there's no resistance. So you just slide it in and activate it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to put it, like... Let's put it in his pants. I mean, like, right in his trousers there. That way he can't, like, get away, but he can still, like, move his head to negotiate once he's willing to, you know, just... He's not being very bearable.
I see what you did there.
That was good. I like it.
All right.
You should lose the next inspiration you get for
That should have been an inspiration.
That was pretty good. I'm not gonna wait. Hold on. Let me. Where's my? Anything above a 10 on my wonderful metal die, you get an inspiration. It's a 7. I'm sorry.
That's a good try, though.
That was a good try. It was a good try. Miss Holly, you're up.
I'm gonna get off him because I was technically trying to get on top.
You're technically standing in him right now.
Okay, I wanna get off him.
Okay. Yeah, you step off to the side.
If I do darkness on him,
So darkness is an area effect spell. It will potentially affect everybody within a 15-foot sphere of wherever you cast the spell.
okay, great. So I don't wanna do that. So
Good idea, though.
can I poke him?
You certainly can.
His face again. While I look at him.
You want to poke him in the face? Because you said again. So do you want to poke him or do you want to try to hold him?
Poke him a little more aggressively than just a normal poke.
Okay.
Ever heard the Dumb Ways to Die song?
Fitz, make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage. Are you saying anything while you poke him, Pam?
Yeah, like, it's us. It's us. I could smack him, but I could probably try to, like, do something else, and I don't want to give the wrong impression, like I'm enemy by smacking him, so I'm just trying soft little touches.
Surprisingly enough, you poke the bear and you see his eyes kind of go from a ferociousness to a little bit softer than ferocious. Not much, just a little bit.
That works.
Erdan, you're up.
And I'm just gonna say family, and then that's it.
So we don't know yet if that rod's going to work in not moving him, right?
It is an immovable rod. Once it's activated, it does not move without an immense amount of strength being applied to it.
Got it.
Like strength that would be a challenge for your ape form to perform amount of strength.
Got it.
I mean, weren't you watching the episode where it ripped out the head of a dragon?
True.
It didn't even rip it out. It kept the head suspended while the body was limp off the end of it.
So for this turn, I am going to try and grapple one of his arms,
Okay.
just in case. We'll say for shits and giggles, if he's laying face down, I'm guessing, is his head to the south or the north on the map?
The south. His head is over by Willie.
Okay, then I will shuffle around, before I try to grapple him, I don't know if I can move it, I'll shuffle to the other side and try to grab his right arm,
It's kind of over here.
like over by like where Miss Holly's standing, so, yeah, like right in there.
Okay. Yeah, there's no resistance because he's stunned and prone, so you're able to secure that right arm. No issues.
And that's all I have for this turn.
All right. Fitz, you are stunned, but go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw at advantage, please. You are... You can feel the bear. You can feel the desire to just get up and tear through everything around you. But at the same time, you remember your friends, and you remember your family, and you remember what you're all about. And the thoughts of what you're all about are weighing more heavily on your mind right now than the desire to just rip into everybody. Michelangelo, your turn.
Okay. I'm not going to stop doing what I was doing. I'm going to keep at it here.
Okay.
So, I mean, my intention at this point is wear him down and keep him subdued.
That's a hit.
So, okay, there's one. I'm not going to bother with the strike. Strike for the first one. I will be for the second one. If it hits.
Misses.
Of course it does. Okay.
You could still flurry of blows to try and get another stunning strike or two in.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Key point for flurry of blows.
That's 2 unarmed strikes, right?
Yes.
Off that.
Alright.
First one misses.
Misses. And number 2.
Unarmed, not your yin yangs on the flurry of blows.
Oh.
It's the same attack modifier, so you're good on your hit. Just make sure for your damage you roll the right one.
Yeah, the unarmed strike. Got it. Wait, why does my unarmed strike actually says bludgeoning and magical? I don't know why.
You're a high enough level that your unarmed strikes count as magical attacks.
Oh. Okay.
That's a monk thing.
Okay. Use the damage for that. For the one that hit. There you go.
And then the con save.
Come on, yes.
Drop it on him. Still stunned. Yerndris, Erdan, and Willie. Give me that perception check.
These days. Once I'll figure out what's happening.
So Erdan and Willie, you see Michelangelo step up and do like 2 jabs in the same spot he did last time and kind of tilt his head sideways like that didn't work and step back and just kick him twice. And on the second one, you see those muscles relax and then tense back up. Yerndris, you just see him punch him twice and then stand up and kick him twice.
Time for me to get hostile towards Michelangelo, guys.
Was that it for you, Michelangelo?
Got it.
Yerndris, you're up.
I'm gonna look directly at Mikey. I'm gonna say, stop fucking kicking him. That's not gonna do anything. And that is all I'm going to do.
And he can't respond.
Well, no, he can't respond.
But I can glance at him and smile big underneath that mask.
Perfect opportunity. Yerndris, make an insight check.
Yeah.
You just see the corners of Michelangelo's lip curl out underneath his mask, and you see a devilish smile going on. What do you want to do for the rest of your turn? You have movement and a bonus actions worth of whatever you want to do.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
So a bonus action in this case would be like a brief physical interaction with something. Not enough to say something, though.
Can I step in front of Mikey to block him from getting towards Fitz?
I'm gonna call this a
You'd have to shove me.
Shove him out of the way.
yeah,
Fine.
but you're not like... I would say Yerndris, because you don't have an action, make a strength check at disadvantage, and Mikey, make a strength saving throw at advantage. So it'll still be the contested shove, but it's going to be different because it's not a full action to do it. You go to like wedge yourself between Michelangelo and Fitz, and he just does not budge. You can't get between them.
Okay.
So you're stuck where you are there. Willie, what you got?
You do like look over at be like I knew a bard that had told me a story of a brown note. You have like a brown punch. You know what I'm saying? Like
Michelangelo's just gonna giggle and shake his head no.
let's see it. Don't hold back. And that's all I know right
Who were you saying that to?
Me.
Okay. That's all you're doing?
Yep.
Okay. Pam, what you got?
So fuck it. I'm gonna try to do telekinesis on him and try to bring him down.
On who?
On a beautiful Fitz.
And he's already prone.
I wanna try to move him.
Okay, where are you going to try and move him to?
Just flip.
Flip him over so he's on his back?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think telekinesis would be necessary for that. Wouldn't it just be a simple strength check?
I mean, if I can make him move, I can make him drop.
Well, I mean, with you and your frame, I would assume your strength isn't that great. So would telekinesis give her a better chance at that DM?
I mean, you got to think this is Miss Holly. She's a
Right.
she's a scrawny elf type, half elf type. No,
Right.
no offense, Pam, but I mean you're a mushy, scrawny spellcaster. So
And that's why I'm posing the question to you. Would telekinesis help her in that, or would it be the same outcome if she was doing a strength check?
well, she already determined last round that she can't physically touch him
I can't.
because she went to try to sit on him and passed through him, and then realized that she is ghostly, quote unquote.
Oh, okay.
Ability to move or manipulate.
Okay. Well, there's no save to that. However, spellcasting. So, Erdan, I need you to make me a strength check, and Pam, I need you to roll me a charisma check. And the reason I'm doing it that way is because Fitz cannot resist himself. However, Erdan is grappling him to the ground.
Well, that didn't work a lot.
Yeah, so, Pam, you... Oh! I need you to roll me a straight D20, Pam.
Yeah.
Hold on one second, Brad. Because depending on what she rolls, it might change everything.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, you're safe. So, Pam, you whirl your magic and go to flip him over where he is. And Erdan, you can feel Fitz start to like lift off the ground a little bit, and you reapply your weight into your shoulder and just pin him straight to the ground, and he's stuck there. Doesn't move. I'm sorry for interrupting you, Brad. What'd you have to say?
Never mind.
All right. Erdan, it is your turn. You're still grappling him. You don't have to do anything to continue grappling him, as long as you don't let go.
Okay. I don't know what to do on this one, to be honest. Pretty much grappled him. The only thing I can say is I'll probably look at Willie and tell him, hey, grab the other arm in case he gets free. I think that's about all I got. I'm going to just check my spells real quick, see if there's anything that might help. I don't think that hurt. Yeah, I don't. So, unless, out of curiosity, my race actions, the speech of Beast and Leaf, would that work? Would I be able to talk to, or try to use
Well,
that
you've already heard him speak broken common. So,
fair enough.
regardless of that, your speech of speech of Beast and Leaf, it allows you to convey your message to beasts and plants. They understand you. It's just a question of whether or not you understand them back. So you can speak to any beast and any plant, and they will understand you. no matter what. But it's not a two-way conversation. You talking to them, they may not be able to talk back.
Sure, gotcha. Okay, I would say for this round, all I would do is look at Willie and say, grab his other arm in case he gets loose, and then just quickly tell Pitts, like, hey, you gotta calm down. That's about all I got.
Okay. Fitz, it is your go. You are still stunned, but give me a wisdom saving throw at advantage. You hear Erdan's words, "Hey man, you got to calm down." And you're not able to move, you're not able to show that you're calming down, but the Fitz part of your brain comes to the forefront, and you, mentally at least, take back control. Michelangelo, your turn.
Alright. Yeah, here comes Yang. As soon as he comes back. There he is. Oh, it's automatically doing advantage for me. I didn't even...
That's because he's prone, yeah.
Yeah, that works for me. Okay, another 10 points of damage there. Hold it. 23 to hit. Another 9 points of damage, and with this one will be another stunning strike.
He succeeds.
You know what? I'm gonna let this one go.
Okay.
Because I'm starting to run out of key points here, so. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right, Yurndris, you're up.
Well, what a wondrous occasion this is about to be. I'm gonna literally body slam Michelangelo.
Okay.
The effect should have came off of this, by the way.
Yep, I got it.
Okay.
Stunned came off of him.
Okay. I just
Yeah, he's got like 6 effects on him right now.
Yeah.
So you're gonna body slam Michelangelo.
Get him out of the way.
Make a athletics check. And what's your AC? Or, no, I'm sorry. Mike, make a dexterity check. Do it that way.
Yeah, not a problem.
Yeah, monks. You go to lunge at Michelangelo to check him away, and he just sidesteps. And you end up on the ground behind him.
That's what I wanted to have happen.
You still have half your movement and your bonus action.
Well, I'm gonna move behind him, and that's it.
Okay. Willie, you're up.
So he's still just chilling on the ground there?
Yeah, he's still proned out, and Erdan has the right side of his body grappled down.
Should I kick him? Did he need kicked? No.
Grab his other arm, Willie.
I'm sure he's secured to the ground, guys. I'll just kind of like sigh and I'll go grab his arm.
Okay.
Well, I'm so sorry holding my hand is such a bad experience for you, Willie.
Miss Holly, you're up.
I'm just gonna grab Fitz's face and just say, I'm sorry to knock you down. This is not to harm you. It's to protect us from any weird thoughts you might have against us. We're not here to harm you.
Pam, perception at advantage. Fitz, insight at disadvantage.
Holly dodging that too there.
Okay. Anything else for your turn, Pam?
No.
Erdan, your go.
Alright, so for Erdan's turn, he is, so since Fitz is still down there with, well, let me ask this first. Erdan has the amulet of Saloon, right? With Saloon symbol on it?
Yes.
Is that still technically, is it still on him in a way that he can take it off in ape form?
Yeah, it's stretched to, or strapped to your clothing as it would be when you're not in ape form.
Okay, so Erdan's going to continue to grapple with one hand and take off the symbol of Saloon, his emblem or his symbol, and he's going to try to drape it over Fitz's neck and tell him, focus on this and remember Saloon.
Okay. Is that it for you?
That's it for me.
Fitz, wisdom saving throw at advantage. You hear the words of Miss Holly and the words of Erdan. And as he drapes Saloon's emblem over your neck, you feel a warmth to it. And you can feel in your mind the bear beginning to recede. And your thoughts as Fitz coming to your forethought. And you close your eyes and you focus on your friends, your family, the feelings. And as you focus on it, you can feel the bear becoming an afterthought. And everyone else, if you're watching Fitz, which with the exception of Yerndris, I think you are, you see Fitz close his eyes and the muscles in his face relax. And he takes a deep breath and just barely starts to glow with a little bit of light. And then the light becomes a little stronger and a little stronger. And in a flash, it becomes blinding. And when that blind comes to pass, you're all back in the cave again. On the ground in front of you, you can see Fitz, still in werebear form, eyes closed. And you all stand there.
I am going to use a special ability. doesn't clarify action, bonus action. It just says I can.
For intents and purposes, we're out of combat, so.
Okay. I want to use my telepathy.
Okay.
I want to use detect thoughts. Requires no spell slots, no components, and I have to finish a long rest before I can use it again. I want to hear what's going on in Fitz's head.
You don't hear anything per se. It's more of a feeling. The feeling you get when you visit home after a long time away. Feeling of comfort, security, safety, and peace.
And with that, Michelangelo removed his masks and put his knuckles away.
No, I think there's at least one thought running through there.
Go ahead, fill in. That was just the base. If you want to add to it, by all means.
The one thought he'll probably really pick up on is if that fucking turtle punches me one more goddamn time, I'm making him into soup.
And I'll grin when I hear that.
I'll look at Erdan. I'll be like, well, you wanna riddle me up and we'll just do 2 for 1 while we got everybody here?
Maybe another time, my friend.
Shake my hand. Like, you guys are no fun. I can't have nice stuff. I'll just kind of like stretch and walk away. Back up out of the cave.
Michelangelo will catch up to you, pat you on the back, and walk with you.
It's rough. It's rough, Mikey. It's rough.
Shake his head like, yeah, okay.
As you guys start to step away, Fitz opens his eyes and stands up. Still a werebear, fully conscious, fully himself, just in his new form.
Bonnie's gonna cry and run into him and just hug him while she's crying.
I'm gonna give her a big bear hug.
You've been waiting to do that.
I have.
Erdan's gonna walk over and just drape his cloak over Fitz and just kind of put his arm around him and say, "Welcome to the tribe."
Thank you, Erdan.
I know that the token is misleading, but he is a fully nude werebear at this point. Because his armor is laying on the ground where he left it.
That's why I wrapped my cloak around
Okay.
him. You need to see that airy jump.
Step Bear Paladin, what are you doing?
Oh my god.
I had to. I had to do it once. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Right, I'll walk up to Fitz and I'm gonna slap him in the face and go, if you ever do that shit again, I'm gonna cut your head off next time.
I think I can only be one type of were creature.
As you all are kind of coming to and gathering about yourself, you realize you feel the same as it was before you began the ritual. Out of character, that means if you used any key points, used any spell slots, they are not expended. You can give them back to yourself at this time.
Would that include...
It feels like a dream, like it was a dream. So that includes the Twilight Sanctuary, key points, spell slots, any abilities or anything. You did not expend them during that encounter.
But there is one question I have to ask in regards to that, though.
Yeah?
I used telepathy after we came out.
That is still expended.
Okay.
Because that was not in the ritual.
Right. That's why I was just double checking.
Mm-hmm.
I agree, and it's fine. I'm fine with it. I just wanted to make sure.
Nope, you're on point with it.
Are you able to change me back out of 8 form then?
Sure can.
Pretty please.
I do want to tell Yendris, I just want you to know, I felt that hug you gave me, and that really helped me to just feel that camaraderie, that bond, that being part of a family together.
Yendris is gonna respond and go, "Don't get your panties in a twist."
I'm just gonna smile knowingly.
Sounds like there's bonding going on.
That's not bondage, there was no rope.
No, bonding. Bonding without
Oh.
you in.
Oh, sorry, I was thinking of the whole step paladin thingy.
All right. Well, the tribe has been brought back into the fold, so to speak. The ritual has been completed. And everything seems to be well on its way. I know we only got 3 minutes left, but what's your guys' next move? You're all well rested right now.
Okay, well rested, does that mean I get all my stuff back?
You do not, because you have not had a full rest yet.
Okay. Well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing I did in the dream, and I'm going to bestow the symbol of saloon to Fitz and tell him that when he feels like he's slipping, to focus on that symbol and to remember what he went through here. Could that ever rise? And then Urban is going to walk off to go find somewhere to go rest, because he is exhausted as shit.
Fitz, you will find an emblem of saloon in your inventory.
Okay. Awesome.
Can't say there's anything fancy about it at this point. Just he gave it to you, so it's there. But all right.
I certainly appreciate the gesture.
I'm gonna go find a nest of pixies and eat them like all you need.
Okay. We'll bring that up next week, because we got 2 minutes left. But if you wanted to look for them while y'all were heading back towards the Beast Hide City, just mention it next week. That would play into it.
Michelangelo, I'm assuming that we're, because it was 24 hours later, so I'm assuming that it's kind of on the late side.
It's early evening right now, yeah.
Yeah, I assume we're probably going to crash for the night.
That's up to you guys. If you want to sleep and head off in the morning, or head off now.
Wait, is Erdan going with us?
I would assume if Erdan went somewhere to go take a rest, he ain't going nowhere.
Erdan definitely needs to go with you to the Beast Hide camp to reestablish the peace treaty.
Okay.
Beyond that is up in the air.
I was going to say, for the sake of argument, Erdan will agree to go wherever you guys need him to go. He just needs to rest for the night.
Okay, so Michelangelo, and knowing that that was the game plan, is just going to go back to the spot where he woke up from and get some rest.
When you all exit the cave, the rest of the Lycans are still standing there, exactly where they were when you entered the cave. And as they see Fitz exit as a werebear, they each take a turn coming up and embracing him and giving a brief welcome to the tribe.
I greet each and every one of them as brother or sister.
Even the one you're hot for?
Oh, she can't hold a candle to my wife.
But beyond that, for brevity's sake and for next week's sake, you guys get a long rest over the night. And if nobody had anything else, head out the next morning to make your way back to the Beast Hides. And you're still Michelangelo tomorrow. Or next week. But alright, 12:01. Perfect timing. Couldn't have planned it better. Good session this week, everybody. I didn't think we were going to have enough time there to get through that. I honestly thought we were going to have to pick it up next week. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I kind of did too.
Yeah, I thought we were cutting it close there. Absolutely. So. But alright, that is it for this week. We hope to see you again next week, everybody. We are running our holiday special. It'll still be in line with the plot, just with the holidays sprinkled on top of it, of course. And we're going to run an extra hour. So we're still going to start at the same time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard, but we will run until 1 a.m. Eastern Standard instead of 12. So we'll get a full 4 hours of I know and you need to show up to find out what kind of holiday trickery I have in store.
Hey, get your friends to come watch and sign up.
Absolutely. Let's get to that 50 so I can pay somebody $50. I mean, gift somebody $50.
How many are we up to right now?
We are currently at 38. We have 12 more to go.
Figures is 39.
On my end, it says 38. It's probably 39. I think it is 39. I don't know.
I'm saying 39.
Yep, 39. So according to my stream, it's actually 11 more to go, not 12. There's just a delay between my actual stream page and the follower goal I have on the stream itself. But hey, I'll take 12 either way. So once we hit that, we'll get that $50 gift card sent out, and we'll call it a day on that. So thank you, everybody, for coming. We love you. Have a good night.